Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna do another Photoshop tutorial, and it's gonna be on the same subject as last time, and that's making a football wallpaper. I'm making this video because I had some complaints about my previous video that it was too hard for beginners to understand, so I'm gonna do it again. I was doing something with characters and I was making a photo, and I made a photo that will still look effective, that will still have that glance, but that it's really easy to make, that you don't need any previous knowledge in Photoshop to do it. We aren't gonna use any special effects, any brushes. Basically what you will need is a random picture of your player. So this is what our final product should look like. You see, it's effective, it doesn't have any empty spaces, and it's really easy to make. I will explain it step by step, so let's get started. Go to File, New, and I always input 1200 by 800. You can put any dimensions you want and press OK. First, I'm gonna unlock my layer right here in the Layers tab. Double click on the background layer, press OK, and it's unlocked. Now I need to make my background black. So this little square right here that represents the foreground color needs to be black. This way is to click right here, and when you click it, it's gonna restore your original foreground and background color. Now select your bucket tool right here in the toolbox. If you don't see your bucket tool, you will see this gradient tool. Click right click on it and select paint bucket and color your background. Now we are gonna insert our player, so I usually do it by dragging it from my folder. You can go to File, Open, and select your player. I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna open it in new tab right here. It's gonna pop up this window that says More, and drop it, and you see it's right here. And if it's a random picture, with my pickup tool I can select it and move it anywhere. So move my cursor to the first tab right here, and then move it down to the picture and release. That's how I moved my player on the picture. Now the next thing, I'm gonna duplicate this layer, so go right click and go duplicate layer, and press OK. If you want to give it a name, give it a name. I'm just gonna do it like this. Now see, I'm gonna, this middle one layer right here, because I have now 3 layers, I'm gonna go select it and go to Image, Adjustments, and Desaturate right here. And it seems like I haven't done anything, but if I turn the visibility of my first layer right here, if I shut it, you will see that my middle layer is black and white. Now I'll turn the visibility layer of the first one on, and select the middle one and press Ctrl T, or go to Edit, Free Transform, and it allows you to resize your picture any way you want. You will get these squares on the edges of your photo. We will grab the top left one, and before dragging it, we will select Shift so you don't ruin the proportion of the picture. So press Shift and drag until you like the size. I will say about there, and I will move it a little bit so you can see the Torres right here. Now it's too much colorish, so I'm gonna turn the opacity down a bit, like to 60%, and you see it's darkish. You can see it, but it's not in the center of the picture. It's not the center of attention in the picture. And the next thing we are gonna do is we are gonna insert the text. Select the first layer, and that's the important thing, because when we select our text tool right here, and we start writing text, it will make a layer of a text under the I mean in front of the layer it's selected, so press it like here and you see it will make it right here. If my middle layer was selected, it will open the layer 2 in between these two layers, layer 1 and layer copy. So I'm gonna, this font is too much big, I'm gonna select center to PT and I'm gonna insert first his name. Okay, I hate this color, so I'm gonna turn it white. And press OK, and it's white. I like that. Now I'm gonna insert his surname, so, and his jersey number 9. That's the 3 most important thing that I always do. I'm gonna move the Fernando layer, and I'm gonna resize it a little bit, so hold shift so you don't ruin the proportion. And I like this size, and I'm gonna place it here. Do the same with Torres, and this is the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to make it the same width. The height isn't gonna be the same, obviously, because Fernando is longer word than Torres. You will see, because it gives an astonishing effect if it's the same length. Okay, and the number 9 I'm gonna resize it too and make it much bigger, somewhere around here, and I'm gonna put it right here. Now you see it seems like I don't want the number 9 to be in front of the names, so I'm gonna go right here to Layers tab and move it by dragging it down. Click on it and drag it down, not under the first but under the second layer, and when you see these double lines right here, like here, release, and it will be under his name and surname. But right here it doesn't look like it did anything, but when we insert some effects, it will, you will see that it's under his name and surname. So select your either name, number, or surname layer, and go right click and go to blending options. For this tutorial we're gonna select only stroke and bevel and emboss. Stroke we can select from 3, color is gonna be black, and you can already see that his surname is in front of his number. And bevel and emboss we will change a couple of things. On the size we're gonna insert 11, and on the soften we're gonna put it up to maximum, and the angle is just gonna be 60, and that's that. So you see, it looks pretty cool, it's effective. If you can't see the effect you're doing, it's probably if you select something and you don't see it on your picture, it's probably because your preview isn't checked. So right here, preview, there's a box, check it and you will see what you're doing. Press OK. Now I want to make the same thing, the same thing with the name and the number. So instead of repeating all the steps, I'm just gonna go to his surname layer, right click and go to copy layer style, select it and then go to his name and go right click, paste layer style, and you see it immediately did all the steps the same as we did to the previous layer. Do it again with the 9 and say paste layer style, and you see it looks pretty effective. Now, so you can to be easier on you, I will merge all of these layers together. So select one layer, control the other layer and control the third layer, and you can combine those 3 layers by going to layer tab right here, and on the bottom it says merge layers. Select that and you see it's combined into one, and if I move it, I move it all together. So I'm just gonna drag that. Now you see there is a big empty space right here. Go to new layer, make a new layer, and then go to, in your toolbar there is it will be probably a rectangular tool. Go right click and go to custom shapes, and when you select custom shapes right here, there is a section called shapes. Click on the drop down menu and there are all the shapes all kinds of shapes, so heart, arrows. You will scroll down and select this one. Now you're gonna make it, I don't know, that big, and the next thing you're gonna do is go to its layer and go right click and convert to smart object. Now the next thing you're gonna do is, I don't want it to be in front, so I'm gonna drag it under my players layer and I'm gonna leave it right there. You see it has some really hard edges. I want to soften them and go to filter, blur, and go to Gaussian blur. I'm gonna insert 12. I recommend to insert to 15 pixels maximum, because if you insert more it will turn into a blob right here. So I'm gonna insert 12 because I can see these strokes right here. And if again you don't see the effect, probably this preview isn't checked, so check it and you will see it on your picture. Press OK. And we're almost done. The only thing I always do, insert the club's emblem he plays for, so he's currently playing for Chelsea. Insert the Chelsea's emblem. It's far too big, so Ctrl T, so to don't ruin proportion, and make it a little smaller like this. For example, maybe a little bigger, and there. And the only thing that I always do is insert another layer and go to text, find a font you like. I'm using Kelvin, and always insert your watermark, your logo, whatever, so that everyone knows that you've done it. Sorry about this. Okay, and you can just place it right here. So that's that. Hope it made everything clear. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, share. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I will try to make you understand everything. Okay, see you next time.